Alrighty, we got three new characters for Spiritual Forever with you, so we're going to add them onto the tier list that I've done here. Now, I did rework my tier list here in terms of the tiers, so now instead of it being as a B, C, D, I have God, Broken Good, PvP, and Yikes. We are going to make some arrangements here, because the last tier list I was just giving a couple characters the benefit of the doubt, but yeah, we can't be doing that in tier list. We got to, make it facts proof, whatever whatever we got to do. So first things first, Don Kanonji, we put him in good because of his whip. Realistically, he's probably the worst. Probably he is the worst Spiritual Forever with you character. He just does not have the good strong attacks to back his stuff up. Because if you look at his kit, right? If you look at his kit is actually not bad. Like in terms of skills, right? It's not that bad. Right? Frenzy +1 Havoc. He has increased ailment chance against hard hollows and wrong cards. Like a double killer, Berserker Bruiser, obviously. Like his skills are not that bad. Lacerate and everything, defense down on his ultimate burn. It's just his strong attacks do not provide the service with. So we're gonna have to put down Kanonji the Yike. Right? Another character I'm gonna have to put down is Kenpachi to good. He is basically broken, but he is a PvP character. The only reason why he's not in the PvP tier is because the difference between someone like him and someone like Yamamoto is that he actually works outside of PvP. Yamamoto doesn't. That's literally it. As you see here, he has guard break on his innate skills. That's all a innate character needs to get out there and do PvE content. The fact that he has guard break, right? And he also has last ditch. So if you do auto with him and he dies, he comes back to life alongside. He has flurry +2 with poise. So he's like, there should be no reason why this Kenpachi should be, not be able to auto farm PvE content. Yamamoto doesn't have guard break. He doesn't have nothing. So I think right now this is the actual tier list I'm gonna go with for Spiritual Forever with the rankings. But we're gonna now go over the new three Kenpachis we got. I know they just came out about 4 days ago, but I think we've all now used these Kenpachis enough to know how good they are, right? I believe, because I'm telling you, since these Kenpachis came out, everybody has pulled them, has been playing 24 hours a day. I can assure you that. We're gonna start off with Kurayashiki. So Kurayashiki having no debuffs on anything, 804 attack. That is actually the highest attack for an ad character that's not resurrected, so that's good. He has Captain Killer, damage taken -20%, Brave Battle only prevent last ditch one time, full half stamina only decreases damage taken by 50%, half stamina only increase normal attack damage by 30%. Then he has Team/Party technique attribute, Soul Reaper normal attack damage by 20%. He also has Berserker +2, Berserker. He has Flurry +2, Berserker +50%. And then he has Ignore Brave Battle Invincibility and Pierce Barrier alongside having Poise, Sprinter +1, and Weakened Duration. So he is a PvP character. He doesn't have Guard Break as well, so you can't really put him in the tier as Kenpachi because he doesn't have He doesn't have Guard Break. But here is how I see it for this unit. Let's go back to characters and let's just filter it real quick by Tech Soul Reapers. What is the increase in their normal attack damage? Right. Tech Soul Reapers, right? That are a normal character. So he's buffing up literally. Yeah, he's not buffing up much. He's buffing up Yamamoto, Ikaku, Shuhei, Sajin, Oetsu, Senbon, Sakura, this Linken, Ichigo, and then Ezer Ichigo. It's not buffing up much good units, so it's not really that crazy. Like realistically, the only characters you probably still use out of these are probably Ichigo, Linken, Oetsu, Senbon, maybe Shuhei, and then Yamamoto now that he got his buff. This Kenpachi is not really buffing up as many characters as I thought he would in terms of, the Team/Party technique attributes for Reaper normal attack damage was 20%, but that does buff himself up. So when he does get half or past 50% HP, he's actually giving himself 50% normal attack damage. That's pretty good for someone who literally the character with the highest normal attack without a resurrection. And then obviously he's decreasing his damage taken by 50%, even though he has 20% built in. So he is pretty good. Possibly the best PvP character. I'm actually gonna just put him in PvP. Unfortunately, he can't be worked outside of PvP. I'm sorry, I've tried it. I've tried to make a way for him to get in there, but it's just not. He's PvP, and that's where he was. Now I understand why people do complain when they say, "Oh, this character is a PvP character." It's not because, you know, they don't play PvP. It's just because these cool characters shouldn't be PvP. Like I wouldn't have an issue, for example, if Kanonji was a PvP character. But Kurayashiki, who's such a sick character, is a PvP exclusive character. It's just not gonna. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Now we have Azashiro, right? Azashiro being arguably the best, NAD character, or not NAD, best blue unit in the game. I did have a poll. It's still ongoing. I usually give it a day, but it's like 14 hours, and right now Azashiro's like winning. But he's kind of tied up with Byakuya for some reason. I don't know. But anyways, Azashiro has a drain on everything. He has obviously drain on his ultimate as well with burn because of, I believe, Hado 96. They just added that literally because of that. 847 SP, so he doesn't have the highest SP in the game, but it's pretty high SP. He has Hollow and a Rancor killer, two very good killers to have. Negative 12% strong attack recharge time, which is again pretty good to have. Berserker plus 40%, including he is an SP character, so that's good. It's not Bruiser, they didn't finesse him. He has Bombardment plus 1, so when he uses his ultimate, they'll hit again. You basically double the damage. Counter attack plus 150%. So this is a new skill. Basically, when he dodges a Rancors or a Hollow enemies, he will dodge them and counter attack them for 150% of the damage. I believe. I don't know how it works. Like if he does that much percent off the damage they were doing to him, or off of just his own SP. I don't know. I don't know what this is like. What this percentage is equaling to or equates to. I don't know. Debilitator plus 2 seconds, Frenzy plus 1, built-in guard break, pretty good. If you want to use his Nat string, which is a very nice Nat string. Havoc plus 20%, Frencher plus 1, and then he has obviously status ailment, virtual pressure boost plus 80%, alongside with all status immunity, and then obviously dodge Rancor and dodge Hollow damage. So not complete, like 50% chance. I don't know. They never put 50, but it's 50% chance. So Azashiro is good in terms of kits. Let's look at his strong attacks here. I'm gonna do it like this so you guys understand what we're looking at here. So he has Abirama's first strong attack. If you ever used Abirama, it's basically just a little beam, not like a 3000 length beam, but it's basically a little beam in front of him. Not too little, but just not 3000 length. It's a beam though. Second strong attack happens to be the same as Noel and Retsu's, where it does burst damage and then pushes them back. So damage push, I would like to say. I like to call it, I guess. And his third strong attack is obviously your average full screen, where your ultimate being the same as everybody else's ultimate, basically. So yeah, Azashiro has pretty good strong attacks. Third strong attack being good, second strong attack being good, and third strong attack being, or first strong attack being good. So first, second, and third strong attacks being good. His Nat string is just, I mean, it doesn't really matter for him, honestly. It's the S character, but his Nat string also looks good. So he has double killer as well, making him very good. If you want, you can, but I'm going to actually put him in the God tier. I think Azashiro is a broken unit, right? The fact that this counterattack only, the only problem actually I do have with this counterattack is that if you're not fighting a Rancors or Hollows, you lose 3 abilities. You lose the dodge damage, you lose the dodge Rancor damage, dodge Hollow damage, and you lose the counterattack. If counterattack doesn't work unless he dodges, and if he doesn't have these 2, then he's losing counterattack. So that's the only issue I kind of have with this Azashiro, is if you're not fighting a Rancors or Hollows, he's losing 3 skills, and those skills are like his best skills, basically. Not his best, like this is probably his best skill, the not ailment reverse, but the spiritual pressure boost. But losing 3 skills is a lot. But I'm gonna put Azashiro in God broken. Like, usually when they make these spiritual forever with the characters, they are always broken. Now we're gonna go on to the last one, Zaraki. And I will say, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. After using all three of them, after everyone seeing what all three of them could use, using all three of them, I think everybody in the BBS community could agree that this Kenpachi, Zaraki Kenpachi, is the best in the banner, right? I know when we first seen the banner, everybody was looking towards Azashiro being the best, but we just did not expect Kenpachi to do what he does. So first off, he has the highest SP in the game, right? That doesn't have a resurrection. 852 is the highest. That's alongside Yoruichi, if I recall. Who was that alongside? Alongside Retsu. That's alongside Retsu. So that's pretty good, right? He has Soul Reaper Killer, very good. Negative 12% strong attack recharge time. Ailment Reversal, Bruiser plus 20%, Debilitator plus 5 seconds, Devastation plus 40%, Frenzy plus 2, Havoc plus 20%, Marauder, melee damage plus 10%, 30% in co-op quest, and then he has Poise alongside for his innate skills. Full stamina only increased strong attack damage plus 40%. This is a new skill that he has, and he's the only one in the game that has it. Spectre plus 1 and weakened duration negative 100%. So basically what we're looking at is when this Kenpachi is at full stamina, he is the hardest hitting in the game. Now, does that mean when he loses his full stamina, he is trash? No, because one, you could easily just give him a link that has recharge time and, you know, a healing effect. Like when you get into a new area, you heal, like Soifan, the Halloween cat Soifan. Or heck, you can just wait for an enemy to debuff you, because I'm sure, unless you're fighting a wrong cards, I believe every other enemy has a debuff, right? Not every other enemy in the game, but if you're fighting a wrong cards, you're not going to get debuffed. That's where you actually have to play. But if you auto and you get hit by like one of those ninjas that do the weaken like tornado around you, you will heal up and they will take you know, stuff. So Kenpachi, it's not hard for him to get back to full HP if he loses his HP, but realistically he shouldn't be losing HP because he's just going to be one-shotting. Let's take a look at his skills here. So his first strong attack is going to be like the Grim Jowls, which is, I believe it's a vortex burst, right? We can look. So it's a fan circle, AoE distance, melee cool time is 8 seconds, melee collision, right? So what it does a vortex, right, for 15 hits, and then it just hits, which hits 3 times. It's actually pretty good. Second strong attack being a beam, 3000 length beam on his second strong attack. Very good. A 3000 length beam is obviously good, but usually 3000 length beams are the first strong attacks, but he has on his second, so I'm not complaining. It's still very good. And obviously his third strong attack being a full screen. You know what I mean? So what we're looking at here is one of the nastiest units, you know, the game. I guess they're saying it's not. Oh, okay. So it's saying that it's these characters' first strong attack. Okay, so you got to look at these. So his first strong attack is Grimjaw's SA2, and his second strong attack is Grimjaw's SA1, and then his third strong attack is a full screen, right? So 3000 length beam gives it to Grimjaw's SA2, then it's again the vortex, and then the kick or burst, however you want to explain it, and then his ultimate is a regular ultimate. So Kenpachi is the hardest hitting unit in the game, I do believe. My Kenpachi is max transcendence, 5 out of 5, obviously. T20, triple stars SP, and I have his best accessories. I went into the transcendence scroll stage and he was hitting 185,000. Keep in mind he has frenzy plus 2. So I believe Kenpachi is one of the nastiest characters in the game. I don't have a problem of saying he's the best power unit in the game. I know a lot of people do have an issue. They say they like Kisuke more, they like Bruno more, but it's not based on who you like, it's based on who's good, right? So if y'all want to say Kenpachi, which a lot of people are saying Kenpachi is the best unit, I'm not going to complain. I will agree with you guys. So this is my final Spirit Star Forever with you tier list. I do believe Don Kanonji is the worst one. I do believe Kurayashiki, sadly, you know, with a PvP designed unit that can't be worked in PvE, it kind of sucks. But nothing really we can do. Again, I do think Kenpachi is good, but again, he's more of a PvP unit that can work in PvE. That's why I put him in good. Uryu also being a just okay unit, is a pot unit. Always have respect for support units. Then Soy Fawn being, you know, multi-barrier, broken. Just a broken support. Like, she's not like god tier, but she's just good. Same as Sunshui and same as Shinji, right? These three all have things that make them work as a unit for Spiritual Fervor with you. And then obviously these guys at the top, these six are, you can't look at these six and tell me they're like below. Like, if you could tell me one of these people in six, you know, need to go down, sure. Maybe Azashiro if you want, because he loses 3 skills if he's not fighting a specific enemy, or even Kenpachi, sure, if he loses his HP. But realistically, if Kenpachi loses HP, he's not bad. He's not like he's doing 100 million, and then when he loses 1 HP, he's doing 10 damage, right? It's not like that. Azashiro, it's not like he needs his counterattack to work. He has the spiritual pressure thing to keep him up, right? So if you agree with this, please leave a like and let me know why you agree with this. And if you want to change anybody, also let me know why you want to change them. Besides that, I'm out later. Peace.